Alright, we're live. And first time on YouTube. So let's see if everything is working as it should. I'm gonna go YouTube and see if everything is working. Alright. Cool. We're in 1440 on YouTube. And seems to be working just fine for now. Let's check on Twitch. And sorry guys, thanks for your patience. Oh, what do you mean offline? We're not streaming on Twitch. Here we go with troubleshooting. We're not streaming on Twitch. Let's check what's wrong. Wait, what's that? Alright. I think we're actually streaming now, finally. Alright, we're streaming. Live on YouTube, live on Twitch. Should be all set for now. Yeah, we're gonna be doing Miami, or sorry. We're gonna be doing Rome to Madrid on this Iberia A320. Time Machine Gaming, he might join us on Discord here soon. For now, we're just gonna get started. Get my V pilot out of the way. We're gonna be on VATSIM also. And yeah, should have a fun time. Should probably adjust my display here. I think it's set for night mode. Yeah, that's why. Alright. Cool. And also, by the way, today we're using DLAA as our anti-aliasing. Seems to do a better job in terms of removing the bad stuff. Might have to adjust our T-logs, we'll see. me initialize. So you can see not the best quality with the LAA, but since I'm using frame gen, it's probably the best option. So we are 658. Yeah, that's right, 658. Cost index 5. That's low. Cruising at 37, looks like. What's the temperature here? We gotta connect first. And circle is QRGK. Alright, to 11 degrees. Just like we're departing 25. And let's see which one do we do. Gotta do the Casino 8 Hotel. So one of these 5 alpha. Probably do the Sosak. 5 delta. Casino 8 alpha. And over there, we'd be doing the Aduxo 2 delta. Probably 3-2 right from Rugby. Either whiskey. Three, two, right, Zulu, and whiskey. Oh, you go with the Zulu. And we'll go via Rugby. So that's, I believe, this is what's so complicated about flying in Europe. So many transitions and so many things you gotta put on. It's just a lot. But we made it. Shoot. Should probably tell them to start loading the aircrafts. We'll do both. Fuck it. One. I will leave those empty. We're still fueling. Well, we haven't even started. Oh, he disappeared. Appeared. Disappeared. Slightly sharper than yesterday, yeah. It's because of that DLAA, however, I am getting some blurriness. Did you check it out on YouTube? On 1440? So 1025. Yeah, same username. 37 is final. Yeah. I mean, 1440 is 1440, you know? For sure. Why is it saying gate closing? Maybe because I set it to say that 20 minutes prior or whatever. I don't know. Boom! Hit the fucking engine. I think the bot that's supposed to send the messages, the commands, only works with Twitch. So you wouldn't be able to see it on YouTube. You wanna hop on Discord? Time Machine Gaming? It's called Avio Deck. Something specific for flight simmers. Oh, you're calling me? Let me see. I don't know why it's not ringing. What's up?
Hey, what's going on? Long time no talk.
Yeah. What up, man?
Here, bro, I'm trying to see if I remember the bot I used to use.
For
If I'm not mistaken, it works both on YouTube and Twitch for the chat.
huh. Yeah, it's but you see how much better it is on YouTube. Like 1440.
Oh, way better. Day and night difference, yeah, for sure. I mean, it doesn't look bad on Twitch, but man, if you had the option, you would go with YouTube like 10 out of 10 times.
Yeah. And I mean, you can
I'm
do
considering
even
just popping it on my
4K
like
and stuff.
TV right now. Not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, what?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna open your YouTube stream on my TV just to see how it looks throughout the whole stream. I want to see if there's like any drops in quality, but man, it looked really, really sharp and good. When I made it full screen, like I wasn't kidding. Like I almost felt like I had the game loaded myself. Especially because you don't have like a bunch of overlays, so it really looks clean.
Yeah.
Just gotta find. Oh man, I gotta log into my YouTube. That sucks. Let me see if I find you organically. I'm just gonna go through the live stream area.
I couldn't change my YouTube info for the stream. I'm not sure what it's doing right now, but it says like Radar Vectors 98 live stream. It doesn't say anything else. So, I mean, it's
It's the
got.
first one. It's not a big deal. I'm sure you'll figure out by the next.
It's just that unlike Twitch, like Twitch used to tell me, hey, oh here it is, the control panel. So, but how do I, like, it won't tell me. Ah, can't say like, hey, what's the name of the stream? Like it asked me in the beginning, what's your broadcast, and that's it. It didn't say anything else. That's cool. I guess we'll figure it out.
If I'm not mistaken, you gotta go to the YouTube Studio. There's like a YouTube Studio page that you gotta go to, I believe.
Can you change info live too, or no? Like,
I think we might do like YouTube Studio.
cause you know, there's that.
Oh,
Like on Twitch, you can put tags and stuff.
fuck. Dude, it looks ultra sharp on the TV too. I'm gonna send you a picture so you can see.
Yeah. What else? Nah. I don't really. Alright, back to here. Did we get the final? Yeah, we're done boarding. So 57.3 and 31.1.
Dude, it looks so good on the TV.
Oh yeah? It's probably what, 60 hertz refresh?
Um, The 1.5 is actually goes up to 120, but I don't know if it would go through on YouTube Live.
Oh.
Do you know the cap on that on the frame rate?
For what, sorry?
Or the refresh rate on YouTube for the live?
No, actually I don't. I think it's 60.
Oh, okay. That's pretty good then. So I'm gonna send you a picture right now of the whole setup. It looks good, bro. I'm like actually kind of baffled how good it looks.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, except for that blurriness, I can hear myself in the background. I'm not sure why. I think it's you.
How about now?
Steady. Hello, hello. Oh, I don't know. Now it's good.
Okay, perfect.
Alright, let me just get situated here. It's gonna be pretty much nighttime the whole time, because it's what, like 6 in the morning there? Probably be daytime, but we're going west.
Yeah, actually, about to be. Mm-hmm.
So,
We'll probably arrive during the daytime. Right at 9 a.m. Well, I don't know. What time are we arriving?
uh,
Like probably closer to like 8:30, right?
yeah, so 2 a.m. Zulu. That's 9. That's, wait, why is it saying? Oh, it's the flight time, that's why. That's off. I'll be able to tell you once we get airborne. But it's like an hour and 55-minute flight.
Not bad. Oh wait, I texted you the picture so you can check it out when you get a chance.
Alright. Lights are on, transponders on.
Can you actually go back to the overhead panel view real quick?
Yeah. Oh.
I just want to get a picture of that to send it to you too.
I can hear myself again in the on Discord.
Okay, yeah, you shouldn't now.
Alright. Great question, GSX. Oh, it took an input that I didn't give. Oh, why did it? Oh. Whatever. So we're at 305. There's only one way we can go. They're redoing everything.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I'm gonna check the pictures here soon.
Oh wait, they restart the whole boarding process again?
No, they restarted the pushback process.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
At least they're not disappearing anymore.
Sometimes they do.
So yesterday that pushback process was like a different kind of like smaller vehicle, huh? Was that
I
like
think
a
I think yesterday we had the one that the robot, like the one that drives itself.
yeah, exactly. I was kind of like looking at that yesterday, but I didn't ask, and then now I see this, I'm like, yeah, that's what more like what I'm used to seeing.
Commencing push.
That's nice. Little info there.
Engines.
305. Oh, and the info too is updating as we speak.
Yep.
Well, dude, it looks good on the TV. Like you should put it, like in your own house somewhere, just so you can watch it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft.
Yeah, I got a big TV right next to me. I should probably put it on there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard our Airbus A320. Please pay attention to illuminated signs and following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about
Yeah, right now on the 65 looks good.
brace. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. The cabin crew are now pointing out the exits nearest to you. Please be aware that your nearest usable exit may be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to an exit. In an emergency, leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth.
Set parking brakes.
Hold the mask in place with the strap.
So let me get this straight. The messages that the bot sends on the Twitch chat, those are automatic, right? You said that you don't activate or trigger those.
Yeah. They are.
And what did you set that up through?
It's a
OBS?
no. It's a system called. It's a website called Aviodeck, which
Oh,
is
you did mention it earlier.
specific for streamers.
The cabin crew can assist you with life jackets for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrests down, window blinds open,
No tracking
seatbelt
connected.
fastened.
Bypass beam removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Okay, we're doing a down 0.1. It's big light can come off. And more like that.
Oh, nice. I found the bot I used to use. I'm gonna send it to you. Have you heard of the Moo bot?
No.
It's actually one of the most popular Once. There's one more. Let me see. What was the other one?
We go Echo Golf and then Delta 25. So much shit.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
You know what's the main difference that I noticed? It's in the sky on the Twitch stream. I'm gonna show you something that I noticed.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like noticing that now. I don't even know what the term for this is, but it's almost like the image is like too compressed. Whereas on the TV, you don't really get that as much. You see it a little bit, but not as much.
So you're saying the stream on Twitch is compressed?
Yep. I'm gonna send you a video so you can see it.
Yeah.
You could still see it on the TV, but it's not as prominent. It could also be the brightness on my monitor versus the TV. But I still feel like if you watch a video, it's way more prominent on the monitor than on the TV. By the way, I was gonna say I'm not getting any game audio on the Twitch stream. I don't know if on the YouTube stream I have audio.
Oh man.
Okay, I do have it on the YouTube. On the YouTube right here. Hold on.
Oh man.
Yeah, hold on.
That's a big
Okay,
deal.
hold on.
I need to fix.
Hold on. Let me confirm it's not on my end. Let me refresh my Twitch real quick. I have. Ah. Damn. Can you do something to make sound? Like, is there like some beep or something you can activate?
I'm outside now.
Oh wait.
You hear
Oh,
it?
you know what? Yeah, I do. I do hear it. Never mind.
No. I mean, it
My
happened
bad
to
for
me
the scare.
before.
I just wanted to make sure because it was just like it wasn't very audible, but yes, you were right. It is working.
Was the volume low or is it?
Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit on the low end. Like your voice is like 80% of the, like, how can I say, like your voice is like 3 times louder than the game volume.
Okay. So I'm gonna lower myself. I just did.
Yeah, maybe lower yourself and just raise like the overall. I don't know if you can, the overall sound.
I had the opposite problem. Originally, people couldn't hear me very well.
Oh, but you know what? Maybe I hear you very clear because I'm on Discord. Because I muted the stream right now. I listened now for see if there was sound, but I do hear you very clear. Like I don't know.
Yeah, could be this
Now I'm
one.
wondering. Let me hop off Discord. I'm gonna call you back up right now. Let me just see
Alright.
how it sounds. You just keep
Cool.
on talking on the stream.
Hello, hello, hello. Radio check.
Alright, you're gonna need to bump it up a little actually.
Myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bump
Yeah,
it up by
I
like
just
15%.
I just lowered it.
Yeah, your voice is
Check,
definitely
check.
way louder on the Discord, but on the stream, when you lowered it, it was a little too low. So
Alright,
I think you're good. You're good. You're good.
cool.
All right, let's do this. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Get to see another takeoff.
We had a long layover in Rome, you know, above average.
Oh yeah, right. What? Almost an entire 24 hours, no?
Yeah.
Something like that. So how are these European airports as far as layouts and stuff compared to U.S. airports?
I mean, different. Every single airport is different, even inside the US, you know. But the main difference that has Europe with the flying is their procedures are like very different. Like everything is connected. You're never on a heading. Um, it's just so different.
Interesting. Okay, I see. I see. Yeah, because I mean, obviously, like airports are pretty standardized, especially like runways and stuff like that. So, like you said, they might look different, but they're all kind of like the same. But I was just wondering if like European airports is something like vastly different from the U.S. But that makes sense, like how you said it. So is this where you're gonna hold?
Yeah, I'm gonna set myself up. And then we'll go. Alright.
Can you talk us through what you're turning on there?
Just the
I
external
can't.
lights.
Ah, okay, okay. Oh, I see them. Yep.
Got the wing lights, strobe lights.
Man, those are bright.
Yeah, right?
If you looked at those directly, you'll be blinded for like life. That shit looks bright.
Yeah. Because, I think the new airplanes, they all have is LED lights. Those are insanely bright.
Oh, without a doubt. Like the runway looks so illuminated now. Like you could almost see all the detail in the ground and the pavement.
Yeah. I think that this has to do with the LAA, to be honest.
Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking it so far. It looks good. Did you notice on the video I sent you what I said about the pitch quality versus the YouTube, or you haven't got a chance?
No, I couldn't watch it yet.
Ah, okay, okay. When you do, you'll see what I mean. I'm looking at it now, and it's like bothering me. Nothing you can do. Actually, What is your bit rate on OBS? Your streaming bit rate?
On YouTube is up to 20,000. On Twitch is
And on
limited
Twitch?
to 6,000. So
Oh,
6,000 is all you can do.
Yeah, that explains a lot. Yes, you're basically doing 6 megabytes. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy. You got great internet speed, so it would really be very beneficial if they allowed you to go a little higher than that, but I
Yeah.
guess that's it.
Alright, off we go.
So what does the green lights represent?
Where?
The ones you just passed, they were like the only green lights that I saw.
It means like these lights, the green lights are the center of a taxiway.
Yeah, well, the ones I saw that were going horizontally across. I'll ask you next time I see them. Oof, yeah, in this particular part, man, Twitch is taking a major hit. Oof. I'm not gonna lie, here the difference is the grandest out of anything. The clouds in particular. Wow. Once we get to a nice cruising altitude, you could check out what I sent you, but that's crazy. What does QNH stand for?
QNH is just the local altimeter setting.
Is that for like the air pressure in the cabin, or?
Yeah. No. It's the air pressure at sea level where you are right now.
And like, what do you do with that information? Like depending if it's higher or lower, like what would you do?
You just put it in the window, and that's how you read what altitude you're at. That's all.
Ah, okay. Side stick priority. What does that mean? Side stick priority.
That's an Airbus thing where, in order to avoid two people using the controls at the same time, it will tell you based on who clicks the red button, who's got priority, so it deactivates the other side stick. So if I were to do it on mine,
yeah, the other one gets swapped out.
It will go priority left.
Priority left.
Wow, that sun looks like almost like a fable, not even real. You were saying you wanted to fly Europe because it was gonna be more scenic?
Yeah. We're gonna be over the water.
Yeah, this is like the Europe I know right there. Wet, gray, cold, brutal. Surprisingly, it looks like you're not having almost like any turbulence so far.
Yeah, not really.
Because I remember you had a landing and the air physics were like killing you, and you're now going through like the thickest, darkest cloud I've seen in this game so far, and you're pretty good. Do you have any like airplane models at home, like of any airplanes like you like?
I used to. I think I still have like one or two somewhere, but they were all plastic. They weren't anything special.
Now you kind of got rid of them.
Yeah.
Where do you have your PC? Do you have like a little office setup?
No, I'm literally in my bedroom.
Ah, okay. Damn,
Yeah.
bro. You're like, get off the PC, go right to sleep, huh?
Yeah. Basically.
Doesn't that
Or
make your room too warm?
or get out of bed and get on the PC.
Yeah, I imagine.
It
I
works
imagine
both
that's
ways.
Oh shit, yep. I know the feeling, especially when you get the new PC and you're like setting everything up. It's sometimes hilarious because in some scenarios I'll set certain games up for so long and I'll download mods and I'll do all this stuff and then I'll play like 5 minutes, but like the process of me setting it up is like almost like more exciting than the actual playing of it.
Huh.
It's a weird way to put it, but I've kind of caught myself in that situation once or twice. It's like I got this one emulator. They could play like basically anything you really want, but it's mostly for like anything from PS1 and down. And I downloaded like so many games. I spent like hours, days, like looking up games I wanted to play, like all the games that I always wanted to play. And once I installed it all, I didn't even play like more than like 2-3 hours. But in the process of me downloading all the games and imagining like, oh my god, all these games I'm gonna play are gonna be ready and I'm so excited about it, that was like what I actually enjoyed, which is weird. Can you change the pattern on the lights? Like how often like the strobe goes on, or
No.
it's kind of like standard?
No, it's all automatic. Costa Brava.
I've never even noticed that little flap up top, that little wing or spoiler or whatever you want to call it.
That's
What
an
do you call
antenna.
that? The fin? That's an antenna?
Yeah.
What
think
kind of
it's the-
antenna? For like radio communications or what?
Yeah, I think it's the Con 1 antenna. That's the radio number 1.
Would not all planes have that, right?
What?
Do all planes have that same looking antenna? Have I just never noticed?
It depends. It may not look the same, but
No, that's what I was saying. Like they don't have it up top like that, right? All the time.
usually most airplanes do actually. Cause
Yeah. Damn, I've never paid attention to that. That's crazy.
the more important antennas, you want them to be on top, because that way, like if you're on the ground, sometimes you're trying to use COM2, it's the one down there, and it reflects against the ground, it bounces. The signal bounces. So sometimes they're not like that good.
Yeah, no, this is the first time I actually noticed like the antenna. I mean, it makes sense that it's up top and everything, but it's
This is different.
kinda
This is a train. I think
Oh, you
that's
can
the
even look in the
antenna.
cargo hold. Can you zoom in the cargo hold? Wow, that's crazy. Where are the dogs at?
We lost them.
Woof woof. Can you zoom into the wing and see the actual fuel? That'd be
No.
crazy, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's simulated.
They're like, this is how much fuel you actually have. You can see it now. It'd be cool you could toggle the emergency exit like while flying. Did you toggle it with the add-on you have from VATSIM? Like any of the doors or like emergency like deploying the emergency like that, not tunnel but the slide?
Yeah, some, not on this airplane, but some add-ons, they will show you the slide.
Oh, that's cool. Iberia.
You should see me on VATSIM radar.
Oh, let me do that actually. You know what you should do? You should make a separate screen for your OBS, a second scene, and the second scene have the radar.
But if it's a second scene, it's a separate stream, right?
No, not at all. It's the same. So you can change entirely what you're showing. It's almost like screen sharing, but just changing to a different window. So you still your stream like you'll still be live and everything, and it'll show as you transition. You can even add a transition. I forgot the name for it, but you can add like a animation. So when you do a transition, like the whole screen goes black, or you have something like go through the screen. All right, let's see. We're leaving Rome. Oh, I see it. India Bravo Echo 658, right? That's us.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wow, 324 hours it looks like on flight sim that you've done. Is that correct?
Just on
I'm looking-
VATSIM. That's just on VATSIM.
You're like, don't get me started. It's like, I should
played
be at
this-
over 1,000.
No, it's probably like more,
2,000
like
or what?
4,000, 5,000.
Damn, for real? That's dedication right there.
I mean, I started
bro.
playing this when I was 7, so.
Oh, well, I didn't think about that. Oh, wait. What about VATSIM though? That's just recent, though.
No, VATSIM. Because remember, I used to play in the past. VATSIM, I started when I was 17, maybe?
Yeah. So your whole life you were like, I want to be a pilot. You decided from a young age.
Oh yeah, since I was
Because you said
6.
since you were 7. Yeah. Well, 7, 6, damn. 6, 7, maybe?
Here we go again.
Damn, bro. Yeah, here we go again. Where's Foxy? Foxy bro. I actually noticed that he was in some other guy's stream. I sent you a picture. The guy was dressed up like a captain. I was like, look at this guy. And it was funny, he was dressed up as a captain and he was like just like vaping, ripping his vape. I'm like, that's hilarious. I can only imagine like some captain being a vape in cabin. You know, that's a funny idea though. The fact that he actually dresses up, I give him some credit. And like, bro, you look like the cheapest Halloween pilot costume available on Amazon, but it's great. 10 out of 10 vibes.
Might have to go into the settings here and change a few things.
We finally got some blue in the sky. Finally.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should put TAA on back. But TAA was the cause of my screen issues.
To be honest, your stream looks better than some of the other streams I was checking out before your countdown. I wouldn't change it. It's running smooth.
No, I'm talking what I told you earlier. That changed from TAA to
Yeah,
DLA.
DA to DLA. Yeah.
But
The thing is, DLA is
look at my instruments. I can see the last two numbers.
Fuzzy. Oh no, you're right. Holy shit. I see. Yeah, no. You're at
So-
31,600 something, but you don't see the last two. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. That's annoying.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
the
not like those two
refinement
numbers
is the
mean so
refinement
much.
is great, but it's not doing what it's supposed to. Just go to NVIDIA real quick.
Yeah, I mean, you got plenty of time. That's for sure.
Okay.
Dude, you should use set up remote desktop on your computer. Get a nice laptop, and then when you're flying and you're in a moment like this, pull out the laptop, remote connect to your desktop at home. You just play Fat Sim while you fly. That sounds genius. Do you guys actually get better Wi-Fi speeds? Because I imagine like guests get a very throttled like Wi-Fi.
It's the same thing. Doesn't really
Yeah,
change anything.
So it sucks overall.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Yeah, I haven't been on a single flight where I've gotten more than like 10 megabytes download. On average, I feel like most are like 3 to 6. 3 to 6 megabytes down. And then like not even 1 megabyte up. It's like 0.2. Like it's like 200 kilobytes up.
Okay. This should be set to this. Let me open. Let me check this thing. Let's see, 130.
Did you change it? It still looks the same for me.
No, I didn't change. I touched
okay.
something on the NVIDIA, but for this one, I'm gonna have to go to the actual sim controls. Why am I missing an IB here? That's just a bad paint job.
You got a barrier. Not even. You got area.
Alright, let me go to settings. Settings.
The game said it's too much to render this.
And this is how it was before. Okay,
Yeah, you can see it for sure. Yeah.
definitely better. But when I'm at the airport, terminal buildings and everything, it's like the anti-aliasing, whatever. It's not working. Like you can still see Let me show you. It's not really noticeable right now, but maybe when we get there, I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah, I don't know why, but the other.
Okay, so look at these buttons. You see them?
Okay.
The terrain system. Look at when I
Yes.
move the camera. You see that?
Wait, do it again. They're not really getting fuzzy or anything. Or are you saying the black where it says off?
The reflex here. The missing pixels.
Do it again. Oh, I thought. Wait. Yeah, I see it. I see it now.
Okay, I can try something else. But everything here is pretty good. Okay, seatbelt sign off.
Go into the airplane rows.
Yeah, perhaps. Even like when I change visual, I can see it. Only when I change visual. So I'm not sure if
I feel like something's gonna jump scare me just because it's so empty, right? There's almost like something eerie about an empty plane like that in flight, right? Like, if you were to fly like a small plane, like a Cessna or something, and you're by yourself, that's normal. But I imagine it must be like eerie if you were just by yourself, no crew, no staff, no anything.
okay,
Just,
look at the rudder pedals.
oh, they're spazzing out, staticky. Walk closer, like slowly too, just to see. Wow.
See what I mean? So it's gotta be a setting. I don't know if AI knows, but if I go back to DLAA, I don't have that problem. However, I have the problem with the blurriness. So you gotta pick your poison.
Yeah, if it ain't one thing, it's another.
Okay. If I increase the until, so what am I doing wrong? Because I didn't used to have this problem. It must have been something that I touched in the settings. Increase DAA sharpening
So,
slightly. That's what ChatGPT says.
You want me to tell you what it could be? And this is me just throwing something out there. Since you have the frame gen at 3, right? Or you put it back at 2?
No, it's 3. It's 3.
Since you have the frame gen at 3, I think that's what's causing, like, even like the numbers on the, like, you know, like the altitude after like the, you know, you'll see like 37,000 feet, but the last two numbers are like blurry, because I think it's just generating so many frames that it's like almost generating like in between the actual changing of the number, and that's why you're not seeing the number, if that makes sense.
I've had that issue before, and I've tested it even without Jane Frame. That's just how DLSS and DLAA work. I thought DLSS was worse, but I guess after seeing DLAA,
DLSS is NVIDIA's proprietary software, so I would say it's probably like superior in the sense of like compatibility with your current GPU. Maybe in another setup, like an AMD GPU, maybe in that case, like TAA would be better. Maybe, I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I'm
talking to ChatGPT here, and it's telling me that almost everybody does TAA like I was doing it, like I'm doing now, but can blur. Is DLAA better than DLSS? Is there...
Yeah, actually, everywhere I've looked, everybody's saying select TAA, temporal anti-aliasing for the sharpest, least jagged image.
Yeah. Which sucks, because you know, your GPU loves DLSS. If you're playing other games,
Do you
it's good.
have dynamic scaling on or dynamic render scaling? I'm reading here that you should turn those off. If you do.
Is that the same thing as displacement mapping?
No, it's not.
Where is that option at? Graphics or in the NVIDIA panel?
Disable dynamic scaling. 1 second. Let me see. Oh, I guess it's in a YouTube video. Of course. You're gonna go on. 1 second.
Let me try this. I'm gonna go DLSS. I'm gonna put quality and render scale 100%. Is what it's saying. Then turn off motion blur, depth of field. But max performance is still TAA. Or sorry, maximum clarity regardless of performance is going to be TAA plus 120 to 130 render scale. It says it's GPU heavy. So, what it basically means is VRAM heavy, because my GPU is basically asleep right now. It's not doing anything.
This fucking game, bro, I swear.
Bro, you know what's funny? You change one setting, oh, I fixed the problem, and then you get another one caused by that same setting that you just changed. It's insane.
That's exactly how it goes. It's like pick the least worst of the two options. I don't know. Bro, you gotta download GTA 6. GTA 5.
Yeah.
You know you could actually get an
Fuck,
airliner like this too.
I'm completely ignoring the Twitch chat. Is there anything
Wait,
going on
what's
there?
going
No.
No,
I ignored.
I've been checking it.
Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I'm. It's just.
This stuff, bro.
Okay, so
Don't.
look at the wing, right?
Uh-huh.
Um,
Okay.
you see, like, that it's not completely smooth.
Yeah, I can see a little bit of.
Not from here. It's because you gotta be far away.
Okay.
I know what you mean though. Like you get a
Okay,
little
here.
fuzziness.
See
Yes.
the
Oh, I
elevator?
see that. Yes, I do. I see. It almost looks like teeth or like like serrated or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a serrated blade.
I don't know if it was me that never noticed, but TAA never used to do that to me. He was always super nice.
Uh-huh.
Now DLAA will get rid of that, or
Uh,
DLSS, but
I mean, look, I'll tell you this overall. Sometimes, like they say, ignorance is bliss. You know, we do like to be purist in the sense like we want it to be as native and clean as possible and as close to the real raw thing. But bro, this game just sucks in the sense of optimization, bro. Like, don't be hard on yourself. Like, I don't think there is like an optimal setting. Like, it's like, do you want to have a sharper game and you just have shitty frames? Do you want to have a fuzzy game but have incredible frames and no problems? You know, it's almost like you said, you gotta pick your poison. But I think it looks straight. Obviously, there's those moments like with the stuff you showed me with like the rudders or like you know, like the altitude, you know, those things definitely suck, but it is a very small percentage of what you're looking at the end of the day. But like once you're aware of it, you know, you can't unsee it. So I get you too. Don't get me wrong. I would also spend hours just trying to optimize the game. So just I don't know, bro. Like try tweaking everything going in and out so you feel like you see something you like. But sometimes even like online tutorials, like people just kind of copy and paste each other's tutorials and nobody really knows what they're talking about. And then one person will comment and they'll be like, no, this conflicting, that's wrong, this wrong. Reddit's a good place, I would say, to just check like what people are saying.
yeah.
Like
Reddit is
specifically for
good, but
settings.
you find some weird stuff there too.
Yeah, I mean, like they say, it's the internet, so you can't, you know, rely on what you find. But overall, I feel like Reddit's good because people will call you out if it's wrong. They just don't give you the thumbs up. So usually the highest vote is useful to a certain extent, even if it leads you like in the right direction.
Yeah. I wonder if YouTube is gonna save my video by itself.
If it's gonna do what to a video by itself,
Save it.
I think you
The
should.
live.
You gotta go
No.
to your YouTube studio though, and download it, and then or I think if you have like a certain program set up, it automatically uploads it. But I think in your case, you gotta go open YouTube Studio, download it, and then upload it as a VOD. I don't think it has the ability to automatically upload, but maybe I'm wrong. It's been like 2 years since I've done that. Holy shit, that's crazy. This guy got this Pokemon card that's a PSA 10, which is like basically a card that got like rated and reviewed by like a third party that like basically looks at like collectibles and stuff like that. But that shit sold for $39,000. Crazy.
Okay, so let's go slow.
I have a setting. So let me try render scale 115 and sharpening 40 to 60. We try sharpening at 40. Alright, let's see if it does the same thing now. Oh, much better, you see?
Wow, dude. Wow.
Still doing it from here.
No. Yeah, but bro, it's not. Again, shitty game optimization wise. It looks good. Looks good. Go on anybody else's stream. I don't think it looks this nice. You're good, bro. Don't look at it. Just don't think about it. Ignore it. I love how you're checking out every surface. You really are a perfectionist, my friend, aren't you? You're like, I paid good, hard-earned money for this game. It has to be true one-to-one scale, no jankiness.
Yeah.
Show me the back. Show me the back how you did earlier. All the way from that like back view. Okay. I see it like a tiny bit when you move the camera at a certain angle, but I don't see like that serrated blade kind of look on the back spoilers. Wait, do you call spoilers in the back?
No, this is your elevator. I mean, it's called
okay.
horizontal stabilizer. And the part that... So this whole thing moves when you move the trim wheel, which in this case is being done automatically by the autopilot. And it's always automatic in the Airbus anyway. But this part right here is the elevator. So when you move the yoke backwards, so you want to go up, the surface moves up.
Oh, it goes up, okay.
So yeah, it goes up, and by going up it reduces the lift that this surface has, so it creates a tail down force, right? So imagine it's like a spoiler in your car, so you raise this thing, it lowers the amount of lift so that the tail gets pushed down,
yeah,
and the nose goes up.
Damn.
It's the opposite when you move the yoke down. This thing goes down, increases the lift here, so it increases the lift on the tail and pushes the tail up and the nose down.
This is like so perfect for me because I can ask so many questions. You have no idea. I'm not even like halfway there, bro. You're gonna be like, this guy, bro, he wants to know what this crew does and why it's there and why it looks that way.
It's all good. I mean, I don't expect you to know.
Hey, bro, I fly flight sim, bro. I know how to fly a plane.
Yeah.
I forgot what movie was it that I saw recently. I think it was literally Snakes on a Plane or something, and the dude was playing like a PSP game, and he said, "I know how to fly a plane," and he actually landed. That's, I think, like one of the few movies I've ever seen somebody land a plane that's not like. What are those three grid-like items on the glass, on the bottom of the glass?
Where?
Like right there at the bottom of the glass panel where it ends, where it touches like that, you know, basically
Down
area
here?
right there. No, higher on the glass itself.
Here?
Those three little no. That's the display, but I'm saying on the actual glass, the windshield, the front. The
Oh,
glass.
here.
Those three little.
That's your heating resistance.
Oh, I see. They do look like mini radiators.
Yeah.
Interesting.
If you look on the map, we probably flew over that island called Corsica, whatever.
I've heard of Corsica, but
Right here.
I don't know anything about it outside the fact that
It's
there.
French. No, actually, we flew over Sardinia.
Oh, Sardinia, Spain?
Yeah. No, Sardinia is Italian.
Is it? I always mix it up with Spain. I don't know why. Or maybe they have a
Spain
area.
They have islands here like
The
Mallorca.
Canary Islands.
This is Menorca. And then Ibiza right here. I think they have sceneries for these airports. Be nice to go there.
Have you flown around Hawaii in this game?
No, actually, no. I should. And I'm
I feel like
100%
that'd be
sure
a good one.
there are sceneries. Probably in the native game, you're not going to see the mountains very well. But you can probably install outside sceneries, and they will. But again, you gotta spend money to have nice things.
Yes, sir. No, I mean, if you're really going for the realism aspect, you would want to have the nice sceneries and like something a little more accurate. That's the one thing I never liked about Flight Sim, how like they just make a generic looking area for every place, and then you kind of go there and you're excited to see landmarks you recognize. And it's like, oh, like, I saw the arena that looks somewhat like it, but not it, and then there's like no buildings you recognize. In VATSIM though, it looks like there's like I feel like even like your version of New York is different than mine.
Is there a lot
Like
of
when
traffic on that sim radar right now, or not really? Like in my area?
Let me check. Let me refresh. Okay. You are clear pretty much. So there's one. Let me see. And this guy. There's one plane that's gonna come from your southwest, but he's coming towards you. He's gonna be passing below you. And no, that's it. You have one other guy, but by the time you approach him, he's already gonna be like entering like northern Italy by the Alps. So yeah, I would say you don't have anybody near you for the next like almost like 200 kilometers, 300 maybe.
But that's nothing. That's 100 some miles.
Yeah, I mean, those are the only two. After that, there's nobody else. You do have one guy behind you. He's going to, is it Lisbon? Maybe? No, that's not Lisbon. What's LEBB? Let me look it up. LEBB. Oh, Bilbao. Yeah. You have a guy going to Bilbao behind you. Oh, he's flying low. Oh, well, he's just taking off. That makes sense. Because he was at 19,000 feet. What is the fastest plane they have in flight sim right now?
Fastest, as in probably
Yeah, like
the
the
F-18
F-18.
and those military ones.
It's crazy. I still felt like they were not fast enough as far as like if you go land them and shit and you're going their like max speed, yeah, it feels fast, but like I don't know, I still wanted more. Like obviously that would be arcadey and fake, but I want speed. Like I think especially when you're up there in the clouds like that, it's kind of really hard to gauge if there's like not much clouds or anything. It's kind of hard to gauge your speed. I feel like everything feels like slowed down. Yeah, VATSIM, right now, let me see. Yeah, there's a huge amount of people in Asia right now. Australia has their towers up. The center, Melbourne, they have like most of Western Australia online right now. And the Maldives are online too. In North America, you got uh, Montana, Wyoming, and oh, Nevada and Utah too. Wow. Oh, and you got northern and part of southern Georgia online too. The Jacksonville Center. Jacksonville Center says, "Welcome to Florida. We have plenty of bad drivers. Tell me how my driving is at," and they have a feedback link. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Tampa is also online, but what does the orange area mean instead of green? What does that mean?
Orange?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Let me actually.
They have like an orange outline for Tampa. Tampa approach. It says Tampa International Airport.
Oh yeah, Tampa Traycon is online. Then. That's what it is. Yeah, it's Tampa approach.
Well, nobody really flies. Well, there's a few out there. I wouldn't say nobody. I was gonna say like Mexico's pretty empty right now. There's only one flight above it. Actually, two flights. Mexico's empty. You know which one I feel like it would be interesting for you to see scenery wise? Brazil would be nice. There's not a single flight over Brazil right now.
They have few
There's one
sceneries there. They're actually
for like
pretty
the
good.
Amazon or what?
Probably. Yeah. Dude, there's a guy that's doing Madrid to Santo Domingo on a 321 Neo. Wow.
That's a small aircraft, right? Or no?
I mean, yeah, it probably has the range to do it. It's just crazy to think that that's what we're doing now. We're sending narrow bodies across the pond.
Wait, let me see. I'm trying to find them. You saw him on VATSIM radar?
Yeah, he took off out of Madrid not too long ago.
Oh yes, Lucas led. That's yep. Yep, I see him. Iberia 0263. Dang. I did that same flight one time as a child. And you know what's funny? There was turbulence and I was like maybe 5 years old, and I started laughing, and I was like, the plane's gonna fall, the plane's gonna fall. And my mom said there were people like praying, because people from Spain, they're pretty like religious and stuff. They're like praying, and I was just there like laughing. I'm like, wow, what a great story, mom. Thanks. But yeah, I took that flight because I actually moved to Dominican Republic. I lived there for 5 years. So that was my out of Europe flight. We're actually in Paris, and then from Paris we went to Madrid, and from Madrid to Dominican Republic. You flown to DR, right?
Yeah.
You said you had done Santo Domingo, Santiago, and one more, right?
I've done Santo Domingo, Santiago, Punta Cana. I
guess.
don't think I did La Romana. It's a
that's
relatively new route, but I have done. There is another one.
And the Dominican Republic is quite the spot to be at, bro. Interesting place. I miss it at times, but too chaotic, too dangerous too nowadays. So also when I look at a flight and it says Aero Camp, it just doesn't show any trajectory. Is this person not doing VATSIM properly and not relaying like their course or something?
Wait, what? Who?
If you look right north of Haiti, passing between Haiti and Cuba, there is, what is it? Yeah, there's, oh man, I couldn't see that. November 376 RC.
Roman Charlie.
Yeah, Roman Charlie.
Yeah, this. He's low altitude enough where he might be VFR actually.
VFR stands for?
Visual flight rules.
Oh, so he's not flying using the instruments, or what does that mean? What does that mean exactly, visual flight rules? In the terms of a person has no idea what any of these acronyms are.
Visual flight rules is you navigate off visual landmarks. Main difference between that and IFR, which is instrument flight rules, which is what I'm flying right now, is IFR, you go usually above 18,000 feet in the US. That's where you cruise at normally. And you just use your radio navigation equipment to navigate. But VFR, I mean, a lot of times you don't even have to talk to a traffic control unless you're like in a specific airspace. You can just get up and go.
Ah, okay, that's cool. So, if you were to do like a Bahamas to, like, let's say Naples, VFR, you would be looking out for what, like Miami Beach, then the Everglades, and then something from that area, basically? Or like, how would that work? Would you go based off like certain landmarks at a certain distance, or you only go VFR like once you're close to like landing? How does that work?
Say that again? I'm
So
sorry.
like if you were, no, it's all good. So like if you were flying from like the Bahamas, right? So like if you're flying a VFR flight from Bahamas to, like, let's say like Naples, Florida or something, you would like obviously leave Bahamas and then you'd be looking out for what, like Miami Beach, eventually like the Everglades, like what would like set those landmarks for you?
You look at the chart and there's usually landmarks there. like
Also,
intersection,
so you don't create.
like
So you don't
roads.
create. You don't create your own path in a way. Like you don't select your own landmarks. Like
No,
there's
you
already
can. That's what you
okay.
do. It's just that you gotta pick stuff that you can recognize.
Of course, yeah. You can't just be like, oh, the subway down the street. You're like, yeah, the Freedom Tower in downtown Miami or something. Well, if you're in downtown Miami, that's stupid because that's the smallest building there. But yeah, I get you. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, now I know VFR. I was seeing that on my heads up earlier, and I didn't know what it meant. And sometimes I'm so caught up in the flight, I don't even like Google it. But that's what I should really do. I should just search. Oh, okay. This is cool. I'm actually following somebody's about to land. I'm looking at their feed and their altitude dropping really fast. This is actually pretty good in the sense of how often does it update? Every how many seconds?
It
Like
the website should be continuously updating.
yeah, like I feel like it has like a
Refresh.
2 second, 1.5 second refresh time. Yeah, wow. So what's like the ideal speed as far as like knots or I guess ground speed to land? Like is there a sweet spot you aim for?
We don't go off of ground speed, so that just varies with the wind. We go off of indicated airspeed, which is what you see in the airspeed indicator, and that
And the
changes
front
based on
center
the
console.
that changes based on the weight. So this speed right here, the lighter you are, the less the speed, and obviously the heavier the more. Most airliners are typically in the 130 to 140 range. If you go like the 737, is notoriously fast during landing, like you're in the 150s.
Oh wow.
But that speed doesn't matter on the ground. The only times that it matters is like if you have a tailwind, for example, for the same indicated, you're gonna have a higher ground speed.
So at what airspeed do you aim to be at right before, like as you're approaching the landing?
You land at VAP. It's called V approach speed, and it's usually your VREF, so your reference speed, which is your stalling speed times 1.3 plus 5 knots, and you can add more if you need to. But it's like,
Can you explain that to me like I'm 5 years old?
yeah. So everybody knows that airplanes need air moving through the wings in order not to
Yeah.
fall.
Not to stall, yes,
Um,
okay.
So the faster you go, the more lift you produce, and the lower your angle of attack needs to be. The angle of attack is the angle between the chord line and the relative wind. The relative wind is basically where your airplane is going. So if I toggle this thing, it is called the bird in Airbus terms, but it's your flight path vector basically. So as you can see, the little miniature aircraft is where the nose is, but this is where the this is where the aircraft is actually going. So as you can see, we're level at 37,000 feet. So this thing is telling you, hey, you're level. You're not climbing or descending, but your nose is up here, right?
Yes.
Which is
It should be on a
why
black dot, or
every argument that every flat earther makes loses any reasoning whatsoever, because that's why, like, even if the nose is going up, you're not going into space. You know what I mean? So like, if you look from the outside, you can actually see it. See how the nose is tilted slightly up, but we're not climbing. So the air is coming from here, is making this movement here, and it's giving us lift. And going back to the previous thing that I was telling you about the speed, basically every wing has something called a critical angle of attack. So picture like a wing that's pitching up and up and up, and it's gonna make the airplane climb, right? More and more and more.
Yes.
But there comes a point where that angle becomes too much,
And you stop.
and that airflow, instead of smoothly going over the wing and staying attached to the boundary layer, it starts to like get turbulent and detach from the wing. It starts to get very turbulent here, and then it detaches. So the wing starts to lose lift instead of producing more, right?
Yes.
When that happens, you're stalling the aircraft. Now, we don't
Yep.
want to stall the aircraft, right? So what
Yep.
do? We need to,
You nose down, right?
we have two ways to increase lift. We have angle of attack, in simple terms, angle of attack and airspeed. If you have a higher angle of attack, you don't need to go as fast, and vice versa. If you have a higher airspeed, you don't need
What
a
if
high
you-
angle of attack.
What if you stall at a peak airspeed? Which sounds crazy, but like, let's say you use.
Oh no, it
use-
can happen. You can stall at any airspeed. All you need is the air
Exactly.
to detach from the wing. So you can stall at any airspeed. People have the misconception that you only stall when you're
Stall
going
when you're
slow,
slow.
but you can stall at
No.
any time.
No, trust me, I figured out first-handed that you can stall at the highest speed possible too.
Yeah.
Trust me, I found out. I've tested. Let's put it this way: before I've learned the basics, I first tested all the limitations of all the aircraft I've driven.
Huh.
That's one way to put it, right? It's crazy though. You know what I noticed? The Beluga XL. No matter how hard of like an angle you take a turn at, it almost never stalled, even at a super slow speed.
The Beluga, because it's an Airbus, it won't let you. If it's
It is-
realistic, the Airbus has a built-in protection, which is
Ah.
called low-speed protection. So the Airbus, what it does, when you're getting close to a stall,
What about I had an overspeed popping up all the time? Is that also a protection or no?
could be, but
Okay,
I'm
but
not
you
sure
were gonna
exactly
say
how the Beluga works. But every single Airbus out there, it's gonna have a protection built in. So you see this flight
So
control
even if
page.
so. Even if I try to stall it purposely, it'll even out and do it on its own, basically, right?
Yeah, even if I tried to stall it right now, it wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
So these are the surfaces that I was showing you earlier, like the left elevator, the right elevator, and as you can see right now, it's in a pretty neutral position. So if I start pulling back, right, the elevator's gonna move up, and it's gonna start climbing. But there comes a point where we're gonna get into an area called alpha protection. When you hit alpha protection, the airplane recognizes, hey, you're reaching your maximum alpha, which is your angle of attack. If you keep
Uh-huh.
going like this, you're gonna stall the aircraft, so I'm not gonna let you. Instead, even if you keep pulling back, the elevator is just gonna come down, and it's gonna remain in a position to give you the maximum possible performance without stalling. Right? So you can pull back all you want, the aircraft
Oh,
is
that's
not gonna
impressive.
stall.
It's pretty much dummy proof.
Now, this obviously it's only allowed in normal law, which is when every single system is working as it should. But if you end up in alternate law, then that protection goes away. That's what's happened to Air France 447 back in 2009 when they stalled over the Atlantic because they had frozen up their pitot tubes and all that stuff. But yeah, so in simple terms, again, you need lift. We have flaps, like these guys right here. They give you more lift because they increase the camber, and they allow you to fly slower without stalling. They give you bonus lift. What's the catch?
So-
You get drag. right? So you don't want drag because then you need more thrust, and then you burn more fuel. So you wouldn't be cruising along here with flaps down, because
You
know,
create a lot of drag and resistance.
yeah.
So let me ask you, in the case that you're stalling nose down, right, and you're already going max speed, and you're trying to pull up, and it's not reacting, what would you do in that case?
You need to put the nose down even more.
What if I'm already all the way down? Like I'm basically like full on the joystick all the way pushed down.
You probably got yourself into a situation, a really bad situation. Maybe your center of gravity, is too far back, and it wouldn't allow the nose to come down. But every response,
Trust me, like I told you, I pushed the
every single stall, the first thing you do is you unload the wing. You need to push the nose down. It doesn't matter what speed, it doesn't matter if your engines are at idle, max thrust, it doesn't matter. You gotta push that nose down. Unload the wing. When you unload the wing, you regain control. You need to reattach the airflow on the wings.
Yeah, no, in my case, what happened is that I was basically spawned in, like, almost like, how can I say, like, 3 kilometers directly above the airport I had to land in, and I was just pushing the nose down, like, heavy, like, basically full throttle, nose down, like, just trying to get lower as much as possible, and yeah, at a certain point, it just kind of stalled out, heading nose down, and I was pulling up, and it was unresponsive, basically. But that was also when I was getting close to landing, and my airspeed was very low too, so that was probably a factor as well.
Can you Google for me what's the magnetic variation in LEMD? If not, I can look it up myself.
Magnetic variation in
LEMD.
LEM. Madrid, approximate value. Based on recent flight planning data and aeronautical information as of early 2026, the magnetic variation of Adolfo Suarez Madrid Barajas Airport LEMD is approximately 0.3 east
Yeah,
to
it's nothing.
0.6 east.
Look at the chart. It's like nothing. It's like 0.
Let me see. So what do you gather out of that data?
So we have the true north, the magnetic north, and then the compass north. True north is what you need, right? You want to go north, you need to go truly north. That's the angle between, the true heading is the angle between the aircraft's longitudinal axis, so from nose to tail, to a 0 degree true north direction. The magnetic heading is the angle between the magnetic north and the longitudinal axis of the aircraft. Why do the magnetic and true differ? Because of the Earth, magnetic field. So as you get closer to the poles, picture yourself that you're going north towards the poles.
So eventually flip, right?
Right. So that's where the error becomes the greatest, because you're going north, true, but then magnetically, you're bound by the magnetic field. The angles differ a lot. Now, airplanes are magnetic things, so they navigate off of the magnetic course and heading. They have built-in systems that they know, hey, if I need to go on a course of 270 true, I need to be on a magnetic course of this much. So basically what
so
happens...
cross references it.
Yeah, so basically what happens is the same thing is for the winds. If I tell you, hey, the winds are 360 at 5 knots, it depends on where it comes from. If the data comes from a METAR, that's a true direction. If it comes from an ATIS, that's a magnetic direction. If it comes from the tower controller telling you, it's a magnetic direction.
What's an ATIS?
Automatic Terminal Information Service. It's
Man, I'm gonna pull out like a notepad every time I join your stream. I'm gonna start writing these down because holy
you're
crap.
getting overloaded with information. And
No,
I think I'm speaking, assuming that you know, but
no, I'm understanding like a good like 75%, but I like it because once I do realize and I do understand it for my own, it kind of clicks all at once. I'll be like, oh, like that's what he meant, or like, you know. So I appreciate it. Like I do enjoy the explanation. It actually, even when I might not understand, I feel like it brings me closer to understanding.
alright. So anyway, to finish it up, again, there is a true and then there is a magnetic. We need to know both, because if I say I want to go to Madrid, I need the true direction that I want to go to, right?
Mhm.
But in terms of magnetic, because there is magnetic variation based on where you are on the Earth, I need to know what the variation is. And in this case, what the reason I was asking you, and then I looked it up in the airport diagram, is if you look at the box here, we're setting up the performance for landing. It's asking me the magnetic winds at the field. Right now, I don't have the ATIS for Madrid because Madrid ATC is offline and the ATIS is always done by a controller, right? So all I have is a METAR, which gives me the true wind. So I need to put in the magnetic winds, not the true winds. So when I looked up Madrid METAR, it was saying 3503, and I'm like, okay, that's the true direction, but I need to know the magnetic direction. And because there is no variation, it's basically 0, then the magnetic and the true winds are the same, 3503. If you go to a place like New York, where the variation is like 10 degrees, if the true direction is 360 at 5, per se, then the magnetic is going to be higher, because when variation is west, magnetic is best. So if the true wind is 360, then the magnetic wind is 010. When the variation is east, then magnetic is least. So if the wind is 360, magnetic is going to be 350, and so forth.
So is that to say you guys flew, it's like, what was it, west, best, east, least?
Exactly. It's a memory aid.
West, best. Yeah, no, I feel like I will definitely need a lot of those in my journey with you and my apprenticeship. No, it's really like I could see, like, to me, I almost feel like, you know, like I would expect pilots to study almost more than doctors from all the stuff you need to learn. I almost feel like being a doctor is easier than being a pilot. Like, yeah, sure, you can grab the wheel of the plane or like the joystick or the joke and kind of fly it and stuff, but like when it comes to learning, like, I don't know, like I feel like medicine, like humans, like also in aviation, like there's only so much you can learn, and to a point where it's like, okay, I kind of know all the components of this, but I don't know, man. Like I've heard a lot of doctor terms, like, and like medicine stuff, and it sounds so much simpler. This really requires you to understand like so many things, like math systems, like everything really. It's like I feel like it takes more of a requirement of a combination of different knowledges and applications and putting it together than like being a doctor.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to compare the two. Like, just say doctors harder than usually. The consensus is that medicine, usually medical school, is tougher.
Brutal.
But
Yeah.
the key difference here is that even if you're a top surgeon, like you're in an operating room, and trust me, if I wasn't a pilot, that's what I would have done. I would have been a doctor.
Oh, there you go. This is a perfect
so-
conversation that's right here.
So, say you're in the operating room and
Uh-huh.
you're doing like cabbage bypass surgery for somebody. You know, it's the last chance they have.
Yeah.
If you screw it up, you know, depending on if it was intentional, not intentional, negligence, whatever, sure, you're gonna have insurance companies coming after you. You might lose your license. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, medical malpractice.
If you screw it up here, your own life is at risk. So
Yes.
that's just something that people need to keep in mind. Like, we're on the line too. Like, if something happens, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure.
We just passed Barcelona.
Damn, Barcelona. Damn, bro, I would have asked you to hit like 1,000 altitude so we can sightsee. The tower would be like, why did you guys just drop like 38,000 feet? What happened? Like, oh no, you know, just try and sightsee a little. From this point of view, right now, from this perspective, it looks like we're not even moving based on how the clouds look. It's crazy.
Yeah. We're doing 415 knots over the ground. That's like 480 miles per hour or something. Something like
Only,
that.
only 480 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Well, you enjoy a nice, refreshing beverage on board. So is it true what they say that like usually they serve like food during the most dangerous parts of the flight so people don't get up and walk around?
Not really. I mean, it's more like they serve food whenever it's safe to do so. If there is turbulence, they're gonna have to suspend the service because we don't want flight
True.
attendants flying around and, you know.
Cause that's something I had seen like in I had seen like a long time ago some articles like something like 15 things a pilot will tell you or something like that. And I was like,
Usually when you hear that, it's usually bullshit video, or the ones with the AI voice and stuff.
oh no, that was a while before that. I think that, man, I forgot. It was like some magazine or something that all they did was what's for lunch. It was some magazine though that used to do those kind of things. Is that for food or what? Yeah, right.
No, I mean, you can use it for meals, but it's more like, hey, you need to put your iPad here or write down something. It's for convenience. It's one of the
It
things
looks like a nice laptop stand.
the Airbus has.
How you
We
don't pull that
we
out?
don't get that
I
on
didn't
the
even notice.
Boeings.
Damn, you just clicked on it and it comes out like that.
Yeah, in real life, you just pull it towards you.
I didn't even realize you could click on that. Now I see the mouse when you hover over it. What's that net looking thing on the bottom left? Is that supposed to be like a speaker?
This?
No. All the way on the bottom left. Yeah,
This?
that's a speaker, right? Or is it something else?
No, it's a light.
That's a light.
Yeah.
Oh, is that meant so it doesn't... I'm not talking about on the floor.
This is a
go-
microphone.
What happened?
This is a
Oh, that's a
microphone.
mic, yeah. Oh, that I recognize, yeah. Go up. To the right. More up. Higher.
Up?
Yeah, right above the joke. What is that?
Here? This?
right above, below that, like the net looking thing below that. Right
This?
immediately below that. That looks like a stop sign. It's shaped like an
Oh,
octagon.
it's
Yeah,
a speaker.
that is the speaker. Okay, so I got
Yeah.
it right.
Yeah, so if you take your
When you
headset
said
off, you put it.
when you said it was a flashlight, I actually in my mind slightly believed you. I'm like they made it with something to refract the light so the beam doesn't hit you directly on, but you could get light. I'm such an idiot. Oh, I saw a nice little ray tracing reflection on one of the monitors. Do pilots ever leave stuff for one another, like a little, like I don't know, prank note, something like, "Hey, I was here," or not really?
No.
Would you ever like sit down and find like a rubber ducky? Say, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
Not really.
Okay, I gotta stop trying to read that. Just, I was hurting my eyes right now. I'm like, oh, what does it say on there? But I don't even have the stream full screen. I'm like, oh,
So it changed the experience for you on YouTube, huh?
oh yeah, way better on YouTube.
Even though you're still seeing at 60 FPS, but now you're in 1440, so.
Dude, put it on your TV, like, at some point. Like, you won't regret it.
I have played this game with my PS5 on the TV. And the PS5 locks your settings, right? You can't touch anything. And I mean, it was decent. I think the PS5 is what, 60 FPS?
You can go
And-
to 120, but probably this game is 60 max.
So everything was such in low settings that, you know, every city just looked like somebody dropped a bomb or something. They didn't look very sharp.
That's one way to put it. They
Yeah.
dropped the bomb. I was pretty happy before I hopped on your stream. I landed the Beluga. You know, I didn't land it on the taxiway. I actually landed it on the runway. Little slightly off center to the left, but you know, I didn't destroy the landing gear, which is nice. No malfunctions. Such a oddly shaped airplane, though. I
You
couldn't
think?
get
Why?
over it.
Oh, the Beluga.
Yeah. No, I like this airplane. This A320 looks nice. Do you think we'll ever change like this general shape of airplanes in the next like 20, 30 years? Or like anything like major about them?
Probably not.
It's basically been the same design since what, like the late 40s, 50s, like early 50s, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though flying back then was apparently like the thing to do, it was like a party. If you wanted to go smoke like equivalent of like 8-person serving of cigarettes, you know, you just sit in there. I wonder how that must have been with all like the smoke. I mean, I guess the cabin does kind of ventilate and gets outside air and everything, but I wonder how like smoky and foggy it must have gotten though. 'Cause, I mean, like if you still have like multiple people concurrently smoking it on a flight, and that thing's like a tiny little cylinder. Like, dude, that must have been intense. Not gonna lie. Like, if you didn't smoke, that must have been torture.
Yeah. For sure.
My grandpa from Bulgaria, before he passed, he was telling me a story. A long time ago, he had gone from Bulgaria to Munich, and he had taken this bus, and the bus basically did like the trip. I think it was like 2 days. It was something like that. Like it was like 34 hours or something. But long story short, he says it was like a smoking bus, and that he had quit cigarettes. He says that by the time like they arrived in Munich, he was like, "I'm getting a pack," because he was like, "I can't." He's like, "I basically smoked the equivalent of like 3 boxes in that flight just from, secondhand smoke." And like, yeah, I can't imagine being locked in a bus with like a bunch of smokers. That sounds worse than the airplane one. Are you ever taking any trains in the United States?
No. And it seems like the Bright Line crashes every other week, so.
Oh yeah. They have an Instagram page dedicated to every time it hits something. It's like the bright line hits another person, and they use the same damn photo too. Oh man, it is with the fucking weirdest thing. This guy. Have you seen this YouTuber? His name is Tyler Oliveira.
No.
No. He basically would go and do like the most random shit. Like he would go to France and like get into fights with those damn like hagglers and the people that sell like the souvenirs and shit. And bro, like he's like, this guy's on all one. Like he just goes and does like the most random shit. Like he literally snuck onto Epstein's island.
Huh.
Look, I'll send you the. You've probably seen him in a clip or something. This guy's like ultra famous, but every time I see what he does, I'm like, bro, this guy's gonna like get killed by someone one day, because he has this wild shit. He just posted like some story, and he was like,
Oh yeah, I know him.
some lady from OnlyFans, like creator experience lady, messaged him, and she sent him an email saying, "Hey Tyler, I'm part of the creator experience team here at OF, and we think you would do great on the platform. Have attached some information about OF for review, and we'd love to hop on a call and answer any questions about what your page could look like." And he's like literally writing, he's like, "Fuck you OnlyFans. I'm keeping it raw at tylerraw.com. I'm not letting you pimp me out like your digital prostitutes." This guy, he's funny as hell, bro. Cause what I like is that he'll go and do controversial stuff, but he'll never like say what he's hearing. He'll go like just prove it through his videos, and he still will like just go along with it. Like he's, oh man, this guy's hilarious. You literally go.
I think I started watching that video and I didn't finish watching it. Like I had something to do, and I didn't finish watching it.
Bro, this guy will go to somewhere like Madrid. Actually, I think he did a video exactly in Madrid, and he'll go and ride the metro, and he'll get on, and he'll be like, oh, he'll find like with these guys that are, and people are like in organizations who like battle like pickpockets and shit. And they'll find a pickpocket and they'll chase them down with like the camera and they'll just scream as the person's like frantically trying to run away because they don't want to be exposed. And he's just screaming like, pickpocket! Pickpocket! And then like you'll learn like in whatever language country they're at the word for pickpocket and you scream out like there he's like ladron! Ladron! This is the funniest shit, bro. I'm gonna actually send you some of the well, not some, but I'm just gonna send you one of the latest videos I saw of his. I'm like, bro, this guy's wild. He went, yes, this, wow. You see this? I forgot. Bro, he went to literally a poop festival in India, where they literally throw shit at each other. Oh, I can't believe they didn't even like. On his video, he went to this damn random ass Indian city and they have a poop throwing festival. Like, what kind of shit is that? How does he even find this? It's like my question. What kind of deep research do you do to find this? And bro, I died reading the comments. Like in this poop throwing festival one, like one of the top comments says, the reason it prevents cancer, because somewhere in the video they were like, oh, the poop prevents cancer. It was like, the reason it prevents cancer is because the poop's bacteria will kill you before the cancer does. Less than 3 minutes in, and one guy already ate poop on purpose. Oh god, I didn't see that shit.
What the fuck?
AI could never generate this shit. World, India needs to get their shit together. India. Do not redeem was the first tower. This is the second. Oh god. Just when you thought India couldn't get any nastier. Oh man, okay, I gotta stop. He's technically right. If you die of cholera, you reduce your chance of dying of cancer. All I could think is stop screaming and keep your mouth closed. Oh god. Bro, watch that video later. You're gonna die. I mean, it's disgusting, but at a certain point, I mean, you get desensitized to the fact that they're actually throwing shit at each other, and you become more like amazed at the fact that people are actually just like doing that shit for sport.
Oh man.
How's our approach looking? I feel like we're gonna be landing soon, no?
Yeah, we'll start ascending 30 seconds.
Nice. This is where I really gotta pay attention. So you're dropping that down to what, to 4,000 or what? 5,000? Okay, okay.
So final approach fixed altitude. This arrow right here is the top of the sand. So
Wait, which arrow? Which arrow? Which arrow?
right here on the screen,
Oh, I see it. Okay.
it's calculated top of the sand, and it's here to also TD 5 miles. Just telling you that's the most ideal path for you to start descending and go. Or you can start down a little early
So-
and then you'll catch up.
So is there any airplane that suggests stuff for you instead of having you input it, like in that bottom area with the keyboard?
No, I mean this is the FCU. You always gotta tell the airplane what to do.
No, not
It's not
that.
the
I'm
other.
talking about the bottom with the ABC keyboard, the whole keyboard.
Oh, the FMC?
Is that the
This is
FMC?
the MCDU, which includes the
MCDU, yeah.
FMS.
Yeah. So this here. So like for example, like is there any airplane that just feeds you that data instead of having you manually like input it?
I mean, most of the
'Cause you-
stuff that I downloaded here was a uplink that I downloaded from with A-Cars. So a lot of stuff actually I just click and it's automatically imported in, but the important stuff you always gotta do that yourself.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, there's never like the equivalent of like an autopilot version of that part of the process, right?
No.
I saw in the Beluga there was a autopilot landing. I didn't test it though, but I thought that
Yeah.
was cool.
Yeah, a lot of planes can do it, even this plane.
I just thought it was cool because like it was very up front and center. I was like, oh, I'm like, usually I feel like you gotta look for stuff. I'm like, this is nice, but still rather land it myself. It's just more, you know. Why else would you be doing this, you know?
Yeah, and a flight sim.
If I want the autopilot to land it, I'll just watch a stream like I'm doing right now.
Hey, when you have bad weather, you might not have other options. You might have to let the autopilot land.
I feel like I'm that kind of person that I'm so skeptical about like technology, even though I love technology. But I feel like I understand its flaws. That I would be like, I'm okay with the autopilot, you know, cruising altitude and stuff, but landing I would be like so paranoid. Even though obviously it's a tried and tested system, like they wouldn't have it on there. If it was like, oh, if it was like, what was this car? Fuck, I forgot the name, but the Jaguars that drive by themselves. But yeah, no.
Oh, I tried it.
The Waymo, is it?
Waymo, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Those are
tried it in San
nice, but
Francisco.
I've seen them get stuck and shit.
Yeah.
My wife rode one too. She says she liked it, but I don't know. Part of me's like, I don't trust it. But then again,
To me,
it's like,
it was
can you?
just fun.
But then again, it's like, can you trust actual random stranger human? That might be worse than the fucking AI. I've gotten some bad Uber drivers. Like, I had one time go to the airport. Dude ran like almost 2 red lights, and he was like huffing and puffing the whole time. I'm like, bro, why did you sign up to be a driver if you don't want to do this shit?
Yeah.
It's as if you the whole time throughout the flight you were like, oh, I can't wait to get there. Oh, this is so annoying. Oh, can we go faster? It's like, bro, this is what you signed up for, my man. You know. Now on the TV, I can just leave that playing. I can just leave your stream playing. It'll be a nice like wallpaper.
It is pretty nice compared to back in the
Nice
day
little
when I first
screensaver.
started flight simming with like FS2004.
Yeah.
You should see those
Yeah.
graphics.
I mean, I tried it like a long time ago, and just seeing the difference between FS20 and 24, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I can't even recall, but it must have been terrible. I mean, back then it was probably exciting and full of like, you know.
The 2020 was the biggest breakthrough in flight simming because
Oh no,
prior
it was
to
like
that,
the
we only
modernization.
had like FSX, Speed3D, and it was all like, man.
Yeah, it was
When
like the modernization of it.
FS 2020 came out, we saw the graphics and everything. It was like, wow. And then this one came out, and we're like, wow.
This one's definitely more defined on the graphic side. Like, it looks more photorealistic.
Yeah.
The other one, you could still feel like it had that like little video gaminess to it. That's just more arcadey, I would say. Let me grab something from the kitchen. I'm gonna see like grab a snack. I don't know. I'm like craving something right now.
Yeah.
Do you have like a go-to snack when you fly? Do you take anything ever with you?
Not really. I like to drink Coke, Diet Coke, maybe.
Oh, but that's like my worst addiction. I've like tried dropping it. I've sometimes left it for like a year and I come back and I start drinking that shit again. It's like, there's nothing more refreshing than ice cold Coke.
But yeah.
Like with some ice. I actually prefer it with ice because sometimes like straight on, like even like a Mexican Coke could be very strong and like too sugary. But with that ice, it's like the perfect mix. So it gets a little watered down, but yeah, I almost want one right now. I purposely don't buy it for home because I'll just be chugging on that shit. Yeah, I used to buy it from.
I used to be very heavy on Coke. Not what it sounds like. And now I switched to diet, and it's obviously much better for me. And actually,
I was gonna
taste.
I was gonna say that I used to buy. I don't know if you know this, but Home Depot will actually sell like the pallets of like the Mexican Coke or Mexican Sprite, Mexican Fanta. So like the cane sugar ones. Bro, I would buy the 24 pack Mexican Coke, and it would be done like almost like 8 days in. Which, if you do the math, I was having like easily like not every day. Some days I would have maybe 2, or one day I would have 1. But on average, I would have that's almost like 3 a day. Yeah. I had to stop that quick. I was like, I'm not buying no more of this because it's just one of those things, you know. It's delicious. You love it. It's like dopamine. You feed it to yourself, and you end up with diabetes like 10 years later. Even though like both of us we're pretty like slender guys, so like, you know, I feel like we could indulge in a little bit of like sweets and stuff, but still, we shouldn't.
It also depends on your genetics too. Predisposed to being insulin resistant, then you know you could have the best diet, but
luckily on my family, I don't think I have diabetes like that. Cause I mean, if anything, I'm like the first generation, kind of like half American. Cause I came here when I was like young as hell, when I was like 9, but everybody grew up. I guess my grandpa that passed recently, he had gotten diabetes, but bro, he was like old as hell. He was like in his, like he was already like 79 or 80 when they were like, oh yeah, he had like the lowest stage, you know, like the entry one, stage 1. I don't know.
yeah, like pre-diabetes.
They even call it
maybe.
pre-diabetes, yeah, or something like that. But you don't really see diabetes like that in Europe if you think about it. People don't have it like that. It's all the carbs people eat in the United States. Everything has carbs, or if it doesn't have carbs, it has sugar, like direct sugar. Even meat. Sometimes you see like the packaging, it'll be like looking at the ingredients, and it'll even have sugar added. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I mean, you overwhelm your system, but again, you've gotta have the genetic predisposition.
Oh, of course,
You
yeah.
have,
At the end of the day, you can't outrun your genes.
there's people that can literally get away with the worst diet and never have an issue, even with like cholesterol and stuff. But there's people that are very sensitive, or you know, some people eat, you know, the healthiest diet and they still
And it'll
need
still be
medication
bad.
for stuff.
Yeah. Oh, or that, yeah. No, bro, like I had one of my friends, like I told you guys in class, he ended up in the hospital. He's my age, 33. Bro, this guy goes to a gym every day, Arrows. Like, he's built, like he's buff. Like you would think he like works out as a personal trainer. Like he's like he benches like, bro, like 300, like 80 pounds. You know, like he's a big guy. And bro, he's perfectly healthy from a looks perspective, but he ended up having like some pain in his leg. He couldn't walk. Like it started getting worse, and he went to a hospital. Dude had 3 blood clots in his leg, and then 2 smaller ones in his lung. I was like, holy shit. So yeah, like even when you look healthy, perfectly healthy, it's like you don't know what you have going on inside.
Yeah.
Even though the blood clots, it's not anything like, I don't think it's anything genetic. Like, it's just they didn't really have an explanation for him why he got them, but they just put him on anticoagulants. So right now, for example, I see you're dropping, like you're at 17,000 feet and dropping, right?
Yeah.
Are you pushing your joystick down, or is it just because of the altitude you set on the
Oh, it's the
center dash?
autopilot. I'm not
Ah.
flying.
It's the autopilot.
Okay, I was gonna say. I'm like, I don't see the joystick moving. What's the red button on it do? What you have? What's it do on this one? On this plane?
So it disconnects the autopilot, and
Okay.
it's called autopilot. It's a dual function. It's called autopilot disconnect, push over, or take over, push button. So like I
And-
showed you earlier, it will go, and if there's a malfunction with one of the side sticks, or if the other pilot is incapacitated and it's moving the side stick,
You can take over.
shouldn't, you just click it and it deactivates the other joystick, the other side stick.
Yeah, so this is like the main one, and then the other ones. Yeah, okay, that's cool. And what's the pedal disc thing on the left of that?
Where?
Pedal
This?
disc on the left of that?
So this is the tiller. That's what controls the nose wheel steering on the ground. So you
Wait,
move
the
that and
controls
it
the what?
moves the nose wheel steering.
The nose wheel steering?
Yeah, so you move this thing, and that's how you make turns.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's how you taxi around.
You don't use the rudders, like the thing on your feet, like the pedals?
No, in the simulator you do because they're connected, but in real life, if you don't have airspeed on your tail, the rudders are not going to do anything.
So you don't use the pedals in that scenario. Okay.
You almost
You-
you use the pedals to maintain directional control.
You have to stay
But
straight.
on airliners, you barely touch the rudder. It's the only 2 times where you probably do touch them is during takeoff and landing in a crosswind, or when you have an engine failure. You gotta
Oh
apply
yeah, 'cause
opposite
you
yaw.
gotta counteract. Yeah. Bro, you gotta download GTA 5 when you get a chance one of these days. I wanna like do multiplayer missions. Well, not missions, but like literally hop on planes and like just do dumb shit.
Yeah.
There's like professional you know. I wanna see you do a barrel roll, you know.
For those stupid things, they don't have any physics. They don't have anything. I mean, if you try
You
to
know
fly
what?
them seriously,
No.
it's not gonna.
No, I'll tell you this though, like the mega airliner that they have in GTA, bro, that it actually feels. I mean, I can't tell you for crap. I might be totally wrong, but it feels pretty real in the sense like, as far as like the weight and the feel of it when you're flying it, like you feel like you're flying something huge and heavy. Like it doesn't feel like the private jet in the game that you can just kind of like maneuver very easily.
Yeah.
I love, like my favorite thing is I'll take the damn airliner and I'll just go and try landing it like randomly like on the beach or something, but to me it's like almost like a challenge. I'm like, can I land it here? Can I land it there? I'll then try landing it like some segment of the highway and a lot of times it just ends up with me ending up having to go back to the airport and get another plane because I blew the other one up. It's like GTA Online too. If you have players playing, they'll shoot you down like out of the sky, bro. It sucks. It's like really annoying. Or some people might even have like a fighter jet, and that fighter jet would literally just kind of like come up on you, lock on, boom. Okay, so question: if you have autopilot on, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to tell it the altitude? Like, for example, how you did on the top, on the center console, you have it at 5,000. Like, does it then know, hey, I need to go 5,000 and stay there? Or how does that work?
Depends in what mode. So right now
So,
it's
so if you have, so if you have it how you have it now, and you were to drop it to 4,000, would it just drop to 4,000, or you need to do something else?
it has constraints built in the system. So right now I put 5. As you can see, we need to cross this waypoint rugby at or above 8,000. This one at or above 7,000. So it's gonna follow the path all the way down.
Oh my
Right.
god, I never realized that that's what the purple number was.
But you can overwrite that and you go into something called open descent. So now it's gonna go down to 5 no matter what, and it's gonna
So is
ignore
your
all the
max speed
altitude.
over 100? Your max speed right now is over 100, or what's MBB?
What are you reading? This?
The
This is
MBB
the
number, the 109?
identifier. This?
Yeah.
This is the frequency for the ILS approach that we're gonna be
Ah,
doing.
okay. Because I thought that's must have been the other plane. You had like or it was just a different display that you had. That was like the max speed was there, right? Yesterday?
No, it was
No?
the same thing yesterday.
Oh, then I must be thinking of something else. Or maybe it was just another plane that you were on when you were explaining it to me. I hate when that happens, when it doesn't catch on to like what you're trying to click on. It's like
Yeah.
hidden behind it. Let me, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something out of the kitchen real quick. I was gonna do
Yep.
that and I got sidetracked. Yo, I'm back.
Alright.
Just in time for the big landing.
Last time I came here, it was a default scenery, and it was a little glitch. Like,
Don't say that G word.
He was telling me that I was low, and was yelling at me, too low terrain. It was a little weird. I mean, there is hills around Madrid. We're like at 2,000 feet elevation, but
Yeah, I feel like seeing this makes me feel like Sao Paulo would be a nice flight too.
Yeah, I want to get a wide body aircraft and fucking stream for 10 hours. Do shit in between, you know.
What's like your longest flight ever?
Here?
Here? And like in real life?
Probably like 6 hours.
Okay. Would you say you're like doing stuff the whole time?
During cruise, you don't do much, really.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like, you don't really. You probably just like chat with the other pilot, right?
Yeah.
How often do you end up getting paired up with the same pilot?
It doesn't happen very often, honestly.
What percent of pilots are women?
Few. They are out there, but few.
If you had to put like a percentage, would you say like 20%?
Nah, probably like 5.
Wow.
Let me make a radio call. Barajas traffic, Iberia 658 over Yaku, ILS Zulu, runway 32 right, Barajas. Alright, capture the glide slope and the localizer. Missing perch altitude is 6,000.
$2,500.
Sorry, I'm really quiet. I'm just like stuffing this ice cream.
Something.
I don't know why, even though I had a pretty big dinner when I got home from class, I just got like big cravings right now. It's like late night hunger. Besides all the heavy population, this kind of reminds me a little bit of like Denver.
Denver?
Yeah, like the landscape, like the kind of like dried out. Well, when I went, it was a little bit like this.
Yeah, it looks good. It's a
Are
big
the
airport.
flaps here at 2 or at 3?
They're full.
Which is at 3, right?
No, config full is full.
What's that mean?
It means
Like all-
full. That's how Airbus defines. It's just full.
Okay. Well, that's
Okay,
the
so-
most extended like setting, right?
Yeah.
1,000.
Barajas traffic, Iberia 658, short final, runway 32 right, Barajas.
Oh wow.
Traffic, Luna 26
All those are
heavy
gauge?
on 9 left, runway 32 left, 11 miles.
Autopilot off.
Above.
From this angle, the runway always looks so short.
Minimum. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 5.
Reverse idle is fine. Manual braking. Cleared right here. Yeah, I gotta sharpen those settings. If you look at the terminal, you can see all the flickering.
Yeah, I see that. The artifacting.
Barajas traffic, Iberia 658 clear of runway 32 right at Kilo 5, Barajas.
One thing that I feel like I wish was a more defined setting was just the draw distance. I feel like that's something that would fix this. If you just put it maxed out, that anything you saw was fully rendered, but it's like one of those things where the game's trying to be like efficient, but you can tell it just doesn't look good at all. The rest of it looks great though.
Oh, here we go.
No, little bit of a lag, but nothing too crazy.
Traffic, Luna 26 through the heavy onshore, final runway 32 left.
Yeah, I think let me adjust these settings real quick. Lower this to 100. Maybe that would help.
I mean, at the end of the day, you can also just individually go by certain settings and remove or lower the individual settings that you might feel like are not so important. Like one thing I might even do is like remove like glass reflections, because there's not so much glass if you think about it. Obviously the cockpit, yeah, you're looking out of it, but outside of that, like what you're looking at, like the tiny little windows, the passenger windows on the plane, it's like there's not much glass, and maybe like the little glass that there is eating up like a lot of performance just to generate that, you know. But that stuff back there, that should already be generating. Like, I don't know why it's like doing that.
It's the sharpening that I gotta adjust. Once I park at the gate, I'm gonna try something.
I feel like you should park right here so you can test it and see if it stops or not. Because maybe once you're parked
Brahma
Once you
traffic
park
to
at the gate, you might not see it anymore.
Heavy leaving runway bridge.
I think it will still go on.
What a shame too, because it's running pretty good.
Yeah, the lag in that was because I had my T-Log set up to 150, where I normally at heavy airports I keep it down at 50, but I was trying to push the scenery
bumped that up.
to see if you could handle it, but the CPU starts to take a shit. As soon as you go over like 100,
Yeah.
the VRAM and everything, it takes
It's
a
okay,
shit.
spend another $5,000. And maybe I'll generate a little more frames.
Yeah. Got a long taxi.
Damn, I gotta charge my phone. It's 1%. That last 1%. So it's the longest one. At least the airport generated though. Not like that one time.
No, that was that Salt Lake City. That was an actual bug in the scenery. It was like if you load Salt Lake City on yours, you're gonna see the same thing. It's a
good to know.
It's a well-known problem apparently.
Good to know. Won't be stopping by there.
I have to lower this shit to 50.
Iberia.
Yeah, see, I lowered the level of detail to 50. It's much smoother now.
Oh, way smoother.
Some random grass here.
Oh wow, that is random as hell.
Yeah, these big airports with an add-on aircraft, you can't run terrain level of detail above 50. It's just fucking crazy. CPU takes a shit.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, bro. Maybe in the future they'll optimize it a little further for the benefit of
Which,
the performance that you
to
can
be
get out of the
fair-
hardware.
To be fair, Sim Update 5, I noticed an improvement. I just
Okay.
removed it because it had a conflict. I don't know what happened, but it deleted my community folder, and so it was deleting my add-on aircrafts and all that stuff. It's like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
that's annoying. That's annoying, yeah. I think I might get another hard drive for my PC. Like a actual traditional hard drive. Because I have two terabyte SSDs, NVMe. So like the one that looks almost like a stick of RAM. But I was thinking of getting like something massive or like a 12 or I think they have 12 terabytes Seagate hard drives that are going for like even now with the current prices like 140. So it's a traditional spinning disk hard drive though, so I was just thinking of dumping all of my games on there instead of having to like download, reinstall, delete other games. Just have everything dumped in there and free up more of my space on my main system hard drive. So, because the thing is that SSD is almost full and it's gonna start performing slower. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it's already slower now. Wow, that is a long taxi.
Woo. We're off to the side here. Yeah, that's Madrid, man. I think it's the. It used to be the biggest airport for surface area. I'm not sure if it still is.
Oh, that's impressive. I mean, it almost feels like you could have driven out of Madrid at this point and been in another town.
Almost there.
What a beautiful day compared to where we left off from. We're almost looking so dark and gray.
Yeah.
Hey, look at your other Iberia buddy.
I don't know if it's actual traffic or if it's just the scenery.
Let me check FatSim radar.
It might be just the static aircraft.
Wait. Huh, I don't see you on the FatSim radar because you already landed.
You gotta look, zoom in into the ground. Why is this thing making me park?
Oh, I see you there. Arrived. Yeah, there's nobody else there, were you?
I think a plane just landed, but
No, one took off from your airport right now. Yeah, one just took off right now. He's going to Geneva. Geneva, Switzerland. You know who lived in Switzerland? That lady Olga from our class.
oh yeah.
Cabin
And I
crew
think
start
like her daughter's from there, or like she's like half that, half Russian.
There are no passenger stairs.
You know what always gets me when she does the warm-ups, even though she didn't do it today, and she does the jumping jacks but really fast and like at like that like 45-degree angle. I don't know why my brain always has to think about it so much when I do that. I'm like,
Shit, my strokes were on. Seatbelts are off.
what about the no smoking sign? It's
Yeah,
still
it's always on. Stays on all the time.
So what was that box that retracted onto the ceiling?
The compass. Just like back up.
Do you even use that though? Like at all?
Not unless you've got like failure or something. Nah. Scenery is ass. Jebra doesn't even reach all the way.
Could be better, that's for sure. And that's passing out of textures. It's not nice. Is this one of those airports that you paid for the skin or what?
Yeah. It was discounted.
They're like, if it makes it any better, it was discounted. No, I mean it doesn't look bad. It just sucks that it has that like random glitchiness to it. But from this view, it looks good. This view looks great.
Let me try to move this setting. Move the sharpening to like 60. Disconnect from that. So see the flickering?
Yeah, I still see it.
Let me go, because if you go to like DLSS, you go quality, and then you go sharpening to like 70. That might be just a bug with the scenery, but see how everything looks much smoother now?
No, yeah, that's a bug for sure. Yeah,
See how there's no more.
yeah, it does look sharper and smoother now.
That's the LSS.
I mean, DLSS is at the end of the day NVIDIA's own like software, so it should work the best at. But TAA, I guess, just gets the best, I guess, quality, but it's still not gonna be as nice as the DLSS as far as FPS.
It's not really about the FPS. It's this is my problem.
Yeah.
The blurriness.
Yeah, it's a little bit washed out, not very sharp. Yeah, I mean, you gotta definitely, in this case, sacrifice one thing for another. It doesn't seem like the game will allow us to run multiple things. Well, we either run like all the assistant like settings with all the frame gen and all that crap, or we run a native at like 20 frames per second. It's crazy without all that AI shit. The graphic cards are acting like they're like from 2008. You would think we have some outdated hardware.
Yeah, so let me... DLSS... Let me go and sharpen to 100. Let's do 100. It's kind of better, but nah, it's still trash. Alright, well, that's it for the stream. I'm gonna maybe take a quick break, see if I can check some performance data. See how we...
I gotta learn how to do all that free cam stuff. I'm still doing like the most basic views.
Yeah, this is
Oh man.
drone camera.
Ah, it's a drone camera. I had seen that setting and I had not understood what it meant.
Yeah, it's the showcase. But yeah, dude, this is amazing. Like the DLSS, what it does is just that in the cockpit, you can't see stuff. I mean, you're sacrificing a lot of quality. Like,
Yeah, and you're in the cockpit most of the time.
look at the blurriness.
Fuck. Yeah.
Like, you see how blurry it looks? And now look with TIA.
I mean, to be honest, I can't tell too much from that view, but from this view, where you see all the clusters and everything, you could see a little more.
Alright. Well, that's it for the stream. I'll stay on Discord a little longer.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Have a good night, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are.
If you watch it later, hope you liked it. Please come back.